How did I hear about Dr. Stile? I actually put on Facebook I was going to go to a different surgeon in town whom I had heard some good things about. I had met him, but I wasn't totally sold on him, and one of my friends on Facebook saw that I was going to go to somebody else, and she told me about Dr. Stile. I came in, I met him, and I was sold on him from the very first time I met, especially when he talked about doing the breast augmentation, because one concern I had was that I'd lose sensitivity. And he said, nope, if you've got sensitivity in your nipples now, you will have it then. And he was correct. No regrets about switching to him. I had several reasons. First of all, several years ago when I did a facelift, I'd lost a lot of weight and I wanted to kind of give myself that youthful look again, and very happy I did. And then of course, as you get older, your breasts kind of lose some of their volume. So I decided to go ahead and get my boobs lifted and augmented, and no regrets at all about that. I think I'd probably thought about having the breast augmentation even since I was in my 20s, because I always used to go braless in those days, and a lot of people would say, oh, you're going to regret it when you get older. I said, well, if they start to sag, then I'll just have them lifted. My first impression of Dr. Stile in his office, it's always been very favorable. From the minute you come in through the door, his staff is very nice. They're punctual. I've been here for years, and only a few times have I ever had to wait very long. And of course, Dr. Stile is just he's caring. He takes time to listen to what's going on with you, what you're happy or unhappy about. My experience has been absolutely fabulous with this group. What do I admire most about Dr. Stile as a doctor?
What do you admire most about Dr. Stile as a doctor? I'm just kidding. All right, I'll see you.
See ya. There are lots of things. I think probably the most important is that he is such a perfectionist. If he does something, he wants to get it absolutely perfect. He takes the time to plan the surgery, to make the marks of what he's going to do before he does it. He stays on top of it. What makes Dr. Stile's office special? Well, geez, first of all, it's super comfortable. And I love the new spa that he's created. Very comfortable, relaxing. Everybody is just so professional and so good at the treatments they offer. I think that Dr. Stile's attention to detail and being a perfectionist is a good trait for a plastic surgeon. Absolutely. I wouldn't go to anyone who settled for less, and Dr. Stile does not. When I told my family about the procedures I was going to do, actually they were very supportive, and they were happy after I did it. I really didn't have anybody trying to talk me out of it. He has called me the night before. I've had a few procedures now, and he always calls the night before. I really like that touch. It's kind of like gives you a chance if there's anything you're nervous about, you can tell him. It's very reassuring to know that he goes that extra step. I think more doctors should do that. The first time I was probably a little bit nervous when I arrived. They very quickly put me at ease, and ever since that one, I'm always comfortable. I'm not the least bit nervous about going under anesthesia with Dr. Stile and his team. I know I'm in absolutely the best hands possible. They're top notch. And I especially love the anesthesiologist because he's got a crazy sense of humor, and I can never remember his name because he always puts me out enough that I do forget a little bit. If you're looking at doing plastic surgery, I highly recommend you at least come and talk to Dr. Stile and check out how good his staff is, because I am so happy I came here. The other guy that I had considered going to, yeah, they were nice, but I think it was almost kind of a sterile environment, and I really think Dr. Stile just creates this atmosphere that's great for you to have the procedure and great to be supportive and everything afterwards.